Right, hello YouTube, how are you doing? This is going to be a bit of a different video. Today I'm going to be starting something that I'm hopefully going to keep doing as a series type of thing going on in future called Nerd News. This is basically going to be what's been going on over the past 1, 2, 3, however many weeks over at the comic book nerd side of things. So for instance, movies, comics, Marvel, DC, that type of thing. And yeah, I'm just gonna say let's get into it because we have got some stuff to talk about today. Starting off with Marvel, we've got billionaire Ike Perlmutter has been fired from his role over at Disney. This guy, if you don't know, was actually the chairman of Marvel Entertainment, not to be confused with Marvel Studios. That is all the MCU stuff, Marvel Studios. This guy, Ike Perlmutter, he is a billionaire philanthropist. Basically, he gained control over the company of Marvel in general over in the 90s and is the one who greatly expanded Marvel's marketing and also is responsible for selling the rights of certain characters, for instance like Spider-Man, X-Men, Fantastic Four, all those guys back in the day. So the reason why it took so long to get us an MCU Fantastic Four movie, Spider-Man movie and X-Men movie was actually due to him back in the 90s. He's also the one that sold Marvel to Disney in 2009 for $4 billion, arguably one of the best deals that Disney has ever made. So yeah, he has been fired from his role as chairman of Marvel Entertainment. Speaking of people that are getting fired, Victoria Alonso also fired recently as the president of post-production, physical production, and VFX and animation after 17 years over at Marvel Studios. Soon after she left, her and her lawyers reported that it was because she refused to make an edit to a movie that she believed was, and I quote, reprehensible. This edit is rumored to be the blurring of a pride flag and other gay pride references in Ant-Man 3, so they could sell the movie over in Kuwait. Rattling through this Marvel news here, we have new set photos from Captain America New World Order released, and the most interesting of which is the first look at Harrison Ford as President Ross, and the biggest shocker is he is mustacheless. Okay, I'm really not gonna lie, I love that he did probably the most Harrison Ford thing possible here and say, I ain't growing no fucking mustache for your movie, so it's either me or the stash. God, gotta love yourself some Harrison Ford, that man is just mwah. Other set photos include some new set photos from Daredevil Born Again featuring a much skinnier looking Kingpin, which is awesome as I've personally never really been a fan of the over ballooned Kingpin from Hawkeye and the one that will appear apparently in Echo. The rumor is that Wilson Fisk will be out running for mayor of New York and will be a multiple project long arc spanning from Echo through Daredevil and possibly up to Spider-Man 4 and beyond. Vincent D'Onofrio also saying at GalaxyCon that one of these days he is going to kick Spider-Man's ass, lending to some potential validity to this rumor.
You know, I have a strong feeling that, and I've said this since I started the Netflix show, so this is not a big deal, that eventually I'm going to kick Spider-Man's ass.
Another quote from Kingpin himself, Vincent D'Onofrio this week, saying fans of the Netflix show need not worry, as the new series Born Again will be just as violent and brutal as the Netflix series. Yeah, where have we heard something along those lines before? I really can't remember. So yeah, I think we should all take this with a pinch of salt until we see the series in action, to be honest, but hey. And that's it for the Marvel news. Over to DC. Grace Randolph has apparently been dunked on by James Gunn once again after tweeting out that James has apparently met with an actor he wants to play Superman in the new DCU. And I say apparently because, well... Thanks to my friend who provided me with this glorious screenshot, to which James Gunn replied with this. Here's hoping that one of these days Grace finally decides to just sit back and take the L, but apparently that day is not today. Moving over to Zack Snyder stuff here for a second, SnyderCon has tickets sell out in record time, as the event, which is taking place on the 28th of April, will apparently be showcasing all three of Snyder's DC movies and hosting a variety of guest appearances. Snyder fans are really hoping for some news on potential future DC projects, I think in part due to the Snyder Cut of Justice League being announced at a similar event. Although the tag for this SnyderCon is Full Circle, so the idea could be that he is bringing the Snyderverse full circle with this event by screening all 3 of his films and thanking the fans for the opportunity to bring these movies onto the big screen. Finally, looking at the Batman news, it has been revealed that Clayface will play a big role in the Batman Part 2. This has fans hoping that this means Matt Reeves may be delving into more of the fantastical superpowered realm of the Bat, as notably his first film was rather grounded. After the massive critical and fan favourite hit from 2021, The Batman, we have all been eagerly awaiting on some news and content concerning Matt Reeves' second film. It was revealed a few months ago that Matt Reeves was well underway with the script of the second installment, but this is the first piece of real news we've had about the film, and it's a big one. While I understand why people would love to see the big fantastical clay behemoth that is the current Clayface in the comics, I imagine that it will probably be more in line with the Golden Age version of the character, especially after the story and tone of the first movie. That being the story of an actor turned serial killer who adopted the name Clayface after a character he played in a horror movie. But who knows, Reeves could pull something entirely out of left field and give us the full CGI body morphing Clayface that we all know and love. It all remains to be seen. That's it for this one. Thanks so much for tuning in for this first video of Nerd News. Since I'm at the end as well, I would like to take the opportunity to say thank you all for being so patient, and that the Red Death video you guys have shown so much support for is coming. It is just taking me a little longer than expected as I'm rereading the entirety of Dark Knight's Metal for it, and I'm trying my best to catch up on The Flash for that video as well, so please stay tuned for that. And if you enjoyed this video, please, if you wouldn't mind leaving a like and a comment, that would be much appreciated. And thank you very much, guys. I will see you next time.